Good is KultureAppetite. It's the podcast that's bringing the culture, the knowledge for growth, self-awareness, and accountability. I said accountability because, you got to set the example for the generation that's coming. Definitely got a major, interview today with one of my childhood friends. Definitely made a major impact on me when I ran into him. When I seen his page, just seeing the transformation just blew me away. Definitely had to have him on the podcast just so we could spread that story, so people could recognize that, the transformation is real. Definitely, my boy Prince, glad to have you on the podcast. Definitely, had to have him on the podcast because one of the things that really shook me, bro, was where I see him at. Definitely, I seen him go from, a young man to a grown man, just handling business. My recollection when I think about bro was, calibers, the music, just the way that he was so energetic, charisma, just was pushing a lot of different styles out. You know what I mean? But now you see him doing business, handling business like he's supposed to. And, we just want to go ahead and just politic on that right there and seeing how the shift in his mindset took place, man. So what's good with you, man? How you feeling?
What's going on, my brother? Appreciate you
inviting
me.
Oh, absolutely.
To the podcast. This is my brother from Will Jits, coming from the city. A lot of people know me as Prence or P Money, or just from the city, growing up, playing ball, making music,
definitely,
evolving, being from the Haitian background, being Haitians, watching our parents struggle. Growing up, not having too much, my brother gave me the invite. I said, I have to stop what I'm doing, have to come.
Definitely.
Well-respected brother here. I respect him. That's my brother. We'll go to war together.
Definitely.
I'm from Delray, born and raised. So my brother invited me here. We're going to chop it up. We're going to talk some, history, what got me to where I'm at now. This new generation, my motivation, what I'm doing it for, who I'm doing it for.
Thanks.
Do it for the kids, do it for my family.
Definitely. That's what I like about, when I, run into people that I grew up with, the choice of words that they use to describe where they are in life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And from talking to you, I already could see that your prospect and your vision is grounded, on family roots, on the foundation of our culture, but it's always been like that. It's always been in us, but to actually come back home and actually see you manifesting everything that our family raised us to be on, that's a high respect, but I want you to explain to me, right, where was that mind shift where you said that, all right, I'm going to handle business as a man, and take care of me and my family. How old were you?
So first shift to one, growing up, seeing my parents struggle, talking to my dad, God rest his soul. My dad came here on a boat, snuck on a boat in Haiti, went to the Bahamas, snuck on a cruise ship, made it back here. So now that in itself is my dad risking his life so that I could be born here in America, not letting my dad down, not letting the last name down. The main shift came when I was about 25 years old. Now, the age 25 for us, 25 is when you're an OG, right? That's your first chapter. Why? Many people don't make it to 25.
Thanks.
When you're from where we're from. Many people don't make it to 18 where we're from. So at that shift at 25, I told my parents, man, I appreciate it. I'm going to figure it out. Had probably $25, $30 in my bank account.
Wow.
Grabbed me and my girl, got together, got a little apartment. And we said, we're going to figure it out.
That's
Boom. From there, we shifted, did 2 years there. I had my daughter. Then was like, I need somewhere for my daughter to play. Then I bought my first crib at 27.
You bought your first crib at 27?
Yes.
Yo, that is not normal. Especially coming from where we came from. That is not normal. For you to say at 27, you got your crib. this right here is big for the culture because the average 27-year-old that's coming from our culture can't say that. They can't say that. So that was a major mind shift. And you said at the age of 25, you said, you know what? I'm going to handle it and I'm going to figure it out.
So the 25 years of the OG status shifted my brain, and watching the struggles my parents came from, and I said, I got to figure it out.
Right.
My dad did, just by sneaking into here illegally.
Gave you the motivation.
Gave me a
I'm going
in my
to do
head.
this. Right.
Right? Wasn't going to bed hungry at night. That was enough for me.
That's powerful.
Shifted there, bought my first crib. Then after that, I was in a gated community with the HOA. I'm from the city. I don't like the rules. You can't do this, can't park this, can't throw a party.
Yeah.
Had to get up out of there. So I called my realtor. I was like, how long do I got to stay here before I can sell my crib and get out? 2 years. Bet, no problem. I was in the townhouse. After 2 years on that day, called her, put it up for sale. Then I bought another crib. So I went from a townhouse, and now I live in a single family home.
Right.
Now, no HOA,
right.
no headaches,
right.
Can do whatever I want.
That's,
you know what I mean?
That's major.
So all that started from being 25, watching my parents struggle, wanting to do something, to do more for my people, to help them out, right? So that's where the main shift came from. So now I do this for my family first, right? My 2 kids, my son and my daughter, my wife. I'm a natural born, hustler. I get that from my dad.
Right, definitely.
Right? Watching my dad do ballette from back in the day.
The city knows.
Ballette, if you know, you know. Flipping it, making it happen. Right? Because I ain't never, not once, come to my dad and say, I need $20.
Right.
And for him to tell me, nah. He might tell, hey, not today, but I got you tomorrow.
Right.
But he always made a way.
Handle business.
Right? And those are the little things, right? Watching my dad come here as an immigrant, becoming a citizen, right? And always making a way.
That's motivational right there. Because I could say the same thing about my pops, man. I think it was just the mindset that they had, right? Which we still have, because I do believe that we inherit that. That's in our DNA, where we see what we see, right? And it transforms our DNA, and we become what we see. You know what I mean? And there's good and bad in that. But the good is that we seen the hustle in our family. We seen the hustle in our father. And we like, okay, yeah, this is definitely what I have to replicate. You know what I mean? So definitely I could, connect to that. Now I want to get back, right? Because I remember P Money. I remember the calibers. You know what I mean? If you from the city, you already know back coming up 2006, 7, 8, 9, you know what I mean? The Calibers was probably one of the groups that was popping in the city like Hot Boys. Definitely, like, to me, you know what I mean? Because I was definitely around, definitely supporting, definitely going out to see my boys perform, and just to see them boys on stage was major. But if you from the city, like my brother said, if you know, P Buddy was energetic, you know what I'm saying, positive, you know what I mean, just representing type of guy, which changed the whole room every time he got on stage, every time he did music, every time he was pushing out. So he had his own light when it came to it. What was it that just gave you that spark, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stand out no matter what?
That was a gift from God.
That's a gift from God.
When it came to music, I was serious. I was getting busy.
Right, definitely.
Anybody that know, if you don't believe me, look it up. Go on
Definitely.
YouTube, type in Caliber, you'll see, listen to the bars, listen to the punchline.
Yeah.
I only listened to Wayne at that time.
Yes, definitely.
So I was, bars are nothing for me.
Right.
And all that played a huge part. All those years of doing music and having to go to school the next day.
Right, remember that.
Going to Port St. Lucie to perform, going to Stewart to perform, going to Miami to perform.
Right.
Still got to go back to school, still got to graduate. Can't come back and tell your parents you're not graduating, because they're not having that.
Right.
Right? So, but the music is very important in my life, and to this day I still write here and there.
That's good.
Right? I release some music here and there. Shout out to Drago. Drago hit me up every now and then. Drago's like one of my biggest, hands down, Drago is the best producer in Florida.
That's
period.
That's what's up.
Hands down. And he ain't paid me to say that.
Right.
He always hit me up time to time. Hey, come do this, come do that, come do that.
Right.
You know, he keep that fire.
Right, definitely.
I mean, every time that fire want to dim, he
light
hit me
back up
and light me up.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So, but the music played a big role for me to where I'm at today.
Right.
Right. Music takes away being shy.
Right.
Music takes away your anxiety.
Right.
Music takes away whatever stress level you're going through. And music makes you find your own light.
Right.
Right. So with the music now, to what I'm doing now as a car salesman,
Right.
which is one of the hardest jobs on planet Earth, because you don't have that comfortability, that backup. Oh, I'm making $20 an hour, I'm making $30 an hour, right? I'm making $40 an hour. I'm comfortable. I got my sick day. I got my
Right.
the car business is 100% commission.
Right. 100%.
And 100%. So
you don't work. You
could work every day and not get paid.
Right.
If you don't sell a car, you're not getting paid. Right. So that's tough in there.
Right.
But it is a $1 trillion business.
Right.
Right. And if you are good, you are gonna make six figures.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Everybody need cars.
You're gonna make money.
Right.
No matter what. Right. And it's a few things from music and being Haitian and being where I'm from and being from the block and the lingos and the parlays to be able to, the finesse game, right? And putting that in music and not being shy, not being out there to promote yourself, to talk to somebody, to put them in the car, right?
Right, definitely.
So all that started from, so it's your own business and a business. All that started from when I was a manager at a grocery store.
Wow. Oh, so you was a manager?
I was a manager at a grocery store. I got fired. Got fired because somebody came to work under the influence. I ain't sent him home because he didn't have a car. He walked, so I didn't want anything bad to happen to him. Out there being the nice person that I am. They fired me, and I said, you know what? I ain't working for nobody else no more. I'm working for myself.
Right, that mindset.
So that's when I started with the Glizzy stamp. Right, because those know that I was located all over the place. I was doing car shows. I was doing everything, and a couple of people from the city came, supported. I was doing my own thing.
Yeah.
But that was kind of slow. So that what got me to shift to selling cars because it's your own business within a business.
Right.
So that's what got me to where I'm at, to being 2 years in the business and making six figures off the jump. And being able to, like Rod Ray said, being on the hill, 2-car garage. Because that's what I got, marble floors. Right? Because that's what I got. And I work hard for that.
We see it, man. We see the similar success. You look
good. So I appreciate your family always. And anybody that hit me up about music, about the industry and what it takes to be successful, and God's gifted me with. I'm not a hater. I always show love. I always shed information. I always help people with music. I always help people with what to do. And again, I believe firmly in you can't tell a man how to feed his family. Right. So you have to let that person develop. Right. And to get into that mode. Right. When you're locked in. Right. So, that's where I'm at now, and man, I'm so proud of my brother here, man, for the podcast, the music. Once I see them doing music, I'm sitting at home like going crazy. My wife like, you all right? Like, yeah, my dog doing music. Yeah, I know, coming from, being locked up and coming out, a lot of people, that system is designed to make you fail. And a lot of people, come out and, completely go left.
Yeah, definitely. But like
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you were saying, though, not to cut you off, it's like, we seen what we seen growing up, and what we seen growing up definitely, transform our minds. Like we ain't losing. What I'm saying? We're not giving up. We're not losing. And one of the things when it comes to the music, which I'm glad that you say you still write, you still get active with it, is that I tell people, you got the amendment rights, which is the first one is the freedom of speech. A lot of times, man, when it's time for us to, and I ain't gonna lie, your vocabulary and the way that you talk, man, I love it, because that's something that we lack in the community when it's time to express what we like, what we dislike, who we are as a person. Sometimes we can't find words, right? But I'm hearing you just, saying and telling your story, clear, precise, punctual, so people understand exactly what you're saying. You know what I mean? And that's good. And also our pain is something that we express through our music, right? And I know for sure, like, if you do music, or if you write, or if you play basketball, any type of art to express who you is, I want you to keep doing it. I don't care if you're 35, 40, if this is the way that you express your pain, I want you to continue to do it. And definitely we got to do something, because, we came up from the same mud. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
sir.
anytime we do get it, we definitely going to lock in. And so just want to get back to that story. You were saying that now you're in the car salesman, and just, just being able to go out and perform and do all of that, and coming from where you came from gave you the charisma to be able to sell cars, right? So you're selling cars.
Brother, I'm selling cars. Moving and I'm at a point where it's easy.
It's easy.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the same as being on a block.
Right.
Same as moving work.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Facts.
And 90% of the successful people in that business,
Right.
it's all from a hood somewhere, all
Right.
from a block somewhere, all from a struggle somewhere.
Straight hustle.
Haiti, Cuba, the DR, all from places where they didn't have much.
Right.
Jamaica's, the Bahamas. You know what I mean?
Right.
Those are the people that succeed in that business.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm just blessed that God, clicked something in my brain
Right.
to put me at a point where, like, hey, you're a man, you got to get busy.
Right.
You got kids, you got to make their life smooth.
Right.
You got to provide. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Definitely.
So, and my father installed that in me from day one.
Yo, I
With baton.
yeah, definitely. A whole lot of bato.
A
Equals.
whole lot of baton.
Yo, I love that, bro. I love how, you give your admiration to your father. Because when I was in prison, right, they had a lot of programs where we would go sit down and outside sponsors would come in and they'll talk, right? I promise you, bro. When they said, who's your hero, right? 95% of the black men said their mother, right? Because their father wasn't present. I sat back quiet because I can't say that, I was in that 95% because my father was there. You know what I mean? And my mother, you know what I mean? So it's crazy how, you're sitting here and you're giving all your admiration to your father, you know what I mean? Because he like you said, he snuck on a boat, you know what I mean? Bahamas came, you could tell he was determined, to succeed for his family. And that same energy that he possessed is within you, right?
Yes,
and now you're doing it with your family. Bro, I gotta give you a major salute. Like that, this is what makes the culture rich. You know what I mean? This is why I brought the podcast, man. This is why I called it KultureAppetite. I came up with that name while I was in jail, in prison. I was like, yo, we gotta feed the culture a different type of knowledge, a different type of information, so we could get a different feedback. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, bro, it always hits me because I'm like, yo, your story is a major impact. And that's why I had to get it. I didn't know the ins and outs. You know what I mean? Because coming up as kids, we go to your house, you throw parties, we vibe. We're not thinking about responsibilities. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We wasn't even, like, especially the one that was outside of your crib, wasn't even mindful that, your dad was hustling, doing the bullet and everything like that. We were just hanging out.
Exactly.
And now that we got older, we like, yo, P Money, dad was a hustler.
Yeah.
The whole city, the whole neighborhood knew. Like, yeah, man, it's business getting handled here, but, we stay in our place. You know what I mean? And to actually see all that energy, right, that he was manifested is within you right now. You know what I'm saying? Major shout out to your brothers too, man. I love them like family. You know what I mean? Hopefully, we get a chance to sit down, but I'm glad I got to talk to you too. You know what I mean? Because, yo, to see the progress is immaculate, bro. You know what I mean? I want you to keep on going. Right, definitely. So you say you got your family now?
Yeah, I got a family now. I got a son, my junior, my daughter.
I love that. Oh, you named him Prince.
So yeah, he's a junior. Definitely. You know, so daddy out here putting in work.
Yeah.
Trying to make my family proud. And you know, back to the car business. I make it easy.
Right.
Especially for people like us that grew up with nothing.
Right.
Right. You don't even got to come to the dealership. I send you a link.
Right.
You fill out the credit app, and I tell you where you stand.
Right.
Hey, bro, I only got 500. I only got this. I only got that. I don't tell when somebody hit me up. I don't tell them, oh no, just slide.
Right.
I don't want you to waste your time.
Right.
Right. Because I've been there.
Right.
I've been a 400, 500 credit score.
Right.
Can't get approved. Need a cosigner. So I think that most people, well, all of them, they respect that.
Right.
I tell them straight up, hey, here's the link. Fill it out. Then I tell you where you stand.
Right.
If you good, I tell you come. If you're gonna need $2,000, I'm gonna tell you you're gonna need $2,000.
Correct.
Right? You're gonna need 500, I'm gonna tell you you need 500. Your credit good, just come.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I've been there. Bad
you
credit.
You did that about 2 years.
2 years now.
Right.
So I've been there. Bad credit. This is that. Now you talking to a Haitian out of the hood. I'm an 800 beacon. I can walk into any building.
Big business.
I can walk into any building. No bread, no nothing.
Right.
Credit.
Right.
I need this.
Right. So that financial
You know what I'm saying?
education, how did you learn that? Like that was just trial and error, or?
Well, I still do. I do credit repair here and there.
Right.
Not too much this time
because I
be too busy.
Right.
With the dealership. But I do credit repair. I learned that what the banks looks for, how to go in and out, how to take stuff off your credit for free without having to pay them back. Right. The necessary letters to send out to the 3 credit bureaus, and if they don't answer you back in a certain amount of days, they have to take it off your credit. Right. You know what I mean? Just a little. Me, I'm always like just doing research, bro. Right. Like I've been in my own lane. Right. Right. And I believe in research. I believe in just get on a laptop, go on Google, go on YouTube.
Yeah. Putting in the work.
If you don't want to read, go on YouTube.
Yeah. Put in the work.
Go on YouTube and search how to do this.
Right. So naturally, it's just this is just
naturally.
You. Yeah. No,
100%.
but no. Overall, like when it comes to all of this, from credit repair, from cars, hustle, this is just a natural you. This is you.
It's me watching my dad do bullet, hustling, and being 8 years old, 9 years old, not really knowing what's going on. Right. But you know, over time,
your subconscious picking up all of that.
You're picking up little habits of being a hustler over time. And
that's deep.
Remixing it into your own way.
Right, that's deep. That's deep, man. That's what success is, man. That's motivation. You know what I mean? To be able to see what you see, and then you know apply it to your life. You know, doing all of that, definitely. So you saying you still doing the music and selling cars, right?
So the biggest thing I want people to get from this message, especially for my brother here.
Definitely.
So we never lose.
Never.
You either win or you learn. And once you understand that impact of either you win or you learn, right, no matter what happens, right, you'll always click right back into it.
Because there is no losses.
There is no losses.
It's a lesson.
You learn the lesson or you win. That's it.
And that's the mindset you have to have.
100%.
Definitely the mindset you have to
100%.
have. Yo, I'm telling you, you got it, fam. Like, you know, with this podcast, you know, doing interviews with different individuals, like I get to see their perspective in life. I get to see, you know, what precision when it comes to their prospect on what they're doing. And I can sit back and listen. I'm like, bro, you got it. Like that's the motivation that we got to give to the younger generation that's coming up. Not just your family, but just guys that's coming from the same backgrounds that you came from, you know, because they is the future. 100%. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, your story alone is gonna, you know, let them know that it's possible, that it could happen, you know, because at the end of the day, what we saw gave us the belief, you know, that we could do it. You know what I mean? So not everybody is granted that same, you know, representation, and it's crazy because as a culture, we should have that type of presentation so we can follow. You know what I mean? And if they don't have it in the household, it's up for us in the culture to be able to be that representation.
100%.
And this what this story is. It's a representation, you know, and definitely I want everybody to tap in to check this out so they could get some or find something, you know what I'm saying, to shift their mindset like your mindset was. You know what I mean? Because coming from where we come from and to, you know, especially me getting out to seeing what you're doing right now, that's a major, you know what I'm saying, up. You know what I mean? And that's why I give you your salutation. You know, that's why I definitely had to have you on the podcast, because that's what it's all about, bro. So what's next for you right now? What's your plan for 2026?
Just keep moving, man.
Right.
Just keep moving in the right direction.
Correct.
Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep learning or lose or winning.
Right.
But we never take losses.
Never take losses.
You know, just adapt with whatever happens.
Right. Right.
The main thing is growth and adapting.
Right.
Because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely. When it comes down to just a little touch up, you feel like you could open up your car lot and sell your own cars?
You know what, brother? I was talking to a couple of my coworkers. I was like, bro,
y'all could do this.
if I knew about this business coming out of high school,
right,
in 2011, I would have jumped in it, and by now I'd have had my own lot.
Right.
Because knowing my mentality,
right,
you know what I'm saying? I would have had my own lot. Knowing myself,
right,
definitely have my own lot.
I mean, you know, it's still possible.
Yeah, it's never too late. It's never too late.
It's never too late, man.
You know, I'm a rookie in the game, but I'm
right. Yeah,
you know, we're gonna make a way.
You up speed with it.
Yeah, we're gonna make it shake always.
Right. Hey man, listen, coming from where we come from, man, to take that into that industry and succeed, bro, that's what's up, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, coming up, you already had charisma. You already had that energy, you know what I mean, to keep everybody going and keep everybody hyped. So it's no surprising that you're in the car business and you're selling. So what's your communication with the people that's coming in? Like, when they come through, is it like that energetic, or it's like, yo, I got you?
So first couple of things when someone walks in and want to know, you know, how do you hear about us?
Yeah.
You know? And I tell people, how can I make your dreams come true? Because who knows how many dealerships you've been to?
Right.
Who knows that day if you ain't go to 2 other dealerships? The person didn't greet you, shake your hand, you know, tell you how you heard about us, and tell you, you know what, how can I make your dreams come true? What if the other 2 dealerships told them that we can't get you approved and we can do it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Give them that hope.
So I give them that a little spark and that charisma right then and there. Like, how can I make your dreams come true? Some people laugh.
Yeah.
You know, you get to see, right, with that question, you get to see
The
who's in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, and I go from there.
Yeah. So it's a little like, you know, like you say, it's that spark, but it's that let me have you enthused right quick.
Of course.
To attract.
100%.
So it's a strategy.
So that business, remember, buying a car for some people is going to be the most expensive thing they're going to do in their life, or the second most expensive thing. It's either a house or a car, right? You got to sell your personality, right, before you can sell that car.
Facts.
Because what's the difference from, I'm in Lake Worth.
Yeah.
I'm at a Honda store.
Yeah.
What's the difference from the one right here?
Yeah.
What's the difference from the one in, you know,
You're the
Core
difference.
Springs?
You're the difference, man. And that's
you can buy a Honda anywhere.
Yeah. But just,
you know what I'm saying? You can buy any whip, cause I got plenty of whips. You can buy any of those whips any other place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that imprint that you leave in their mind, that's what they remember.
It's the person.
I like the way that he talked to me. I like the way that he do it. Cause I got a partner that runs in telemarketing, and he's always telling me, he was like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the way that you said, you could actually get people to just, you know, not basically do what you want, but it's a word for it where you the art of just the influence that you will have on a person just by the way that you communicate with them, and that right there could go to a whole different level, because people want that feeling like, okay, yeah, definitely, I like what he's telling me. You know what I mean? And not to say that it ain't true. You know what I mean? Even if it ain't true, people just love hearing that, yo, I got you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I got your best interest.
Exactly.
And then when you follow up on what you promised,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yo, word of mouth gonna spread deep. Yo, look, listen, you need to go check this guy out.
Mm-hmm.
He made me feel good when he was selling it to me, and when I drove off the lot, I still felt good.
Exactly. And I got home, I still felt good.
I still felt good. 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now you're in their head like, yo, definitely, bro.
Exactly.
That's art, bro.
And they're gonna tell their family about it. They're gonna tell their cousins.
Yeah, that's art.
They're gonna tell everybody they know about it.
Yeah, that's art, man. Definitely, bro. This right here was a very motivating, podcast interview, bro. Just to sit, sit right next to you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just to be able to hear your story, because as we grow up, we don't talk about the story because it's not even developed yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We're still young. And, to be sitting, right next to you right now to hear the story, that was motivating. Now I got to see the ins and outs because I didn't really know, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So to hear from you right now and the city hearing it, I know a lot of people is going to tune in like, whoa, we ain't know either, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Family business, you
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? Definitely glad to have you, man. So if there's anything you want to give to the people, man, what would it?
The main thing would be never stop, man. Never stop. You never know. You one song away from blowing up.
Right.
You 1 hour staying in the gym, 1 hour longer
To get
to
that
being better than the next man.
Yeah.
If you're trying out for the Olympics,
Facts.
you one free throw away from being great. You know what I mean? Never give up.
Never give up.
We don't take losses.
We don't take losses.
We learn or we win.
That's it.
Period.
There's no losses, man.
That's the message to the people.
Man, definitely y'all need to tap in, bro. This right here was motivating, man. So, like I tell people, this podcast, free of charge, man. Just like to hear your story and give it to the culture, so you can influence the next people in that culture, man. Tap in if you got a story to tell, man. Right here, you got your boy P Money Prince. You need a cop. You need to go check him out. You know what I mean? Where you located at?
I'm on 5200 Lake Worth and Green Acres. Hit me up and DM me.
Go
I'm
see
on Facebook, Prince the Salesman.
Prince the Salesman, man.
Holla at me, we'll make something work.
Definitely, man. Yo, glad to have you. Definitely tap in, bro. I appreciate you
having
having
me,
me, man.
Love.
That was love.